Good morning, crew. It is a good day. Feels like winter's over. Feels like coming out of prison. It's been so cold and dark and gray for weeks now. And I walk outside this morning and the sun is shining. It's warm. And I realize it's the perfect time to set a challenge. We all want to feel happy. We all want to live as long as we can. Long, happy lives, right? I was just making a turn there. I need my full attention on the road. No, right? We want to make the most of our lives, and that means to live as long and healthy as we can, and to be as happy as we can be while doing it. And so I want to share with you my one simple trick. Honestly, this is something that I did last summer, as I really was doing some searching with COVID and all that, and trying to figure out just like what are the things I can do to fully maximize my day and just be in the healthiest state I could possibly be. You know, I was already exercising a lot. I ate pretty well, but I'm like, I want to take it a step further. Where are the areas in my life that I'm missing? And I was actually working with a health coach of my own, and one thing that he challenged me to do was to make the most of the morning. And really what this was a tech detox. But the idea was, when you wake up in the morning, rather than the first thing you do is get on your phone or your laptop or turn on the TV or whatever, it was actually to just basically, go pee and drink some water or whatever, but basically just immediately get outside. And this worked out well for me because it was the summertime. It was like, just get outside, breathe fresh air, do some movement, whatever, some yoga or some walk or whatever, and let that be your first daily experience and see how your day goes from there. And so what I ended up doing was, I experimented a little with different things. What ended up working out perfectly for me is, I have Dexter, is I was like, okay, I'll just take Dexter for a walk. And so we were going for a walk one of these first mornings, and it turns out, purely by accident, that right at the end of the trail, at the end of my street, the sunrise was coming up. And I'm like, wow, that is really incredible. Like, I didn't even realize I could watch the sunrise right here. And so we did it again the next day, and then I realized this is the thing. I want to make it a challenge. And so I did 40 sunrise walks last summer. Now, some of the days were cloudy, but the goal was to be there at the end of that trail for the sunrise. And that will change by about a minute every day. And so it's actually 7 a.m. is sunrise this morning here in Gardner, Kansas. So tomorrow it might be 6:59. And I had not done this all winter. I hadn't talked about it all winter because I think it's just a tough and unrealistic goal. I like to set goals forth that people will actually do, including myself. But I think the time has come. I think we are here. Winter has passed. It's the opposite. Winter is coming. I actually started watching Game of Thrones again too. Winter is gone. The White Walkers have died. And it's time. And so let me just tell you, like, doing this, it's one of those things you have to do it to believe it. I found that watching the sunrise was like 100 cups of coffee. And let me tell you about watching the sunrise also. So you can actually safely look at the sun as it's cresting, right? As it's coming up or just going down, when it's that orange color. And there's science out there you can read about. It has to do with the angle and the atmosphere, and how the atmosphere actually breaks up those rays and makes it a little bit safer to look at. And so you can actually look right at it, but even if you don't want to, you kind of just like gaze in that direction, take glances at it, okay? And you will feel so incredible with, just with like happiness and hopefully just gratitude and just remembering like that the world isn't what's on the news, right? I mean, yeah, all that stuff is going on in the world, but it's such a great way to start the day and just be centered on just like the simple reality of just like you are a living being, you know, breathing and eating and a part of this bigger ecosystem or this natural world, right? And whatever, it's kind of woo-woo, but I'm telling you, it's just something you feel. Like it sounds woo-woo, but there's a reason we pay money to go sit on a beach, right? And that's all that feeling is. Like if you've ever done this, you know that feeling. You sit on the beach and it's just you and the elements, and you know how good that feels. And that's all I'm suggesting, is that you can capture that feeling even in your neighborhood if you can find a nice little spot to catch the sunrise. And this is what I did last summer, and it was amazing. And I feel like I had such better mental energy, so much more creativity and happiness, and it was awesome. And it's harmless. And I took the dog for a walk and he pooped and he loved it. And so great. Like, I'm not really asking for anything insane. It's just a great way to start your day. If you work out at about that time, then make that where your cardio ties in. Just jog to that point where you can watch the sunrise, or take the walk there and then do your weights afterwards, or maybe you did your weights just before. It all ties in, connected. But then I just want to lastly talk about the actual science of what this does for you. So, and there's a lot of good information out there. Dr. Huberman of Huberman Lab talks about this a lot. He's a neuroscientist. And getting sunlight in your eyes early in the morning actually sets your circadian rhythm. It sets your hormones. We were designed to be in sync with nature, and the messenger is light. Okay? I know this is sounding all like preachy, like a religion, but that's what it is, right? We didn't have phones and TVs and even internal lights and all that. Like, we got the signal of what we should be doing, because we're diurnal animals. We're supposed to be awake during the day and asleep at night. And we've gotten far away from that. It disrupts our sleep. Our sleep is the symptom, but if you're having trouble sleeping, you can rest assured that your hormones are messed up, right? And this is everything from immune system health to mental health to your body's ability to recover and perform in exercises and to have the body composition that you want. Okay? So you can set that right at sunrise. It immediately sets your clock. It's like, boom, I know what time of day it is. I know what I need to do. Your body will release cortisol, which is a good thing at that hour. It'll wake you up. You'll have a ton of energy through the day. You probably won't be as hungry. You probably won't have so many like dirty cravings. You'll be more active. You'll be happier. You'll make better decisions. And then you'll actually sleep better, because it will set that clock and your body will figure out that about 12 hours later, and when the sun goes down and there's that lack of light, that it needs to release melatonin, and you'll sleep deeper, you'll recover better, you'll heal better, you'll release, hormones that help with growth and all that. And it becomes a positive feedback loop. It's a self-fulfilling, not prophecy, but it's just something that's a positive feedback loop. It just reinforces itself. And so I highly recommend this. I mean, 10 minutes I could talk about this. I could go for an hour on this, but catch the sunrise. I challenge you all, 40 sunrises between now and the end of summer. All right, y'all. Peace.